Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be doing a yoga one-on-one for beginners. If you are advanced or intermediate, you can also join along, of course. But this is for your people who may not have done yoga before and want to give it a shot. All right. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So you're going to put your toes together, knees are spread wide, and you're going to sit your butt way back on your heels and just reach those arms out, placing your forehead right on the floor and just letting your arms rest here. We're going to start with a deep inhale for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Deep inhale for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to do that with your own breath. Nice long deep inhales. Fill the lungs, fill the rib cage. Open the rib cage. Open through the back, and on the exhale, empty everything out. Hollow the stomach. Nice and easy. Keep doing that a few more breaths here. Start to bring your focus to your mat. Start to bring yourself right to this moment. Anything that you're thinking about in your mind, all the stuff that you need to get done today, anything that you want to do for the week, just acknowledge those thoughts and let them float right out of your mind. And take this time to yourself for you. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Let's take that right arm, and we're going to take that right arm up to the ceiling. Reach to the ceiling with that right arm, and then take that right arm, palm faces up, slide it right underneath you, and rest right on that shoulder. Ear comes to the floor. Bring that arm right back to where it was. Let's take that left arm, reach up towards the ceiling, and then palm faces up. Take that right arm, slide it right underneath, and rest right on that left ear, left shoulder. Inhale right back up, and bring those arms right underneath the shoulders. Come on to tabletop position. So knees are directly below the hips, and you can curl those toes under if you'd like. Shoulders down and back. We're going to come into some cat-cows. So on the inhale, you're going to lift the tailbone, look up to the ceiling, and really arch the back. And on the exhale, you're going to round the back, pull the belly button in as close as you can to that spine, and look down at your belly button. On the inhale, come up and round the back. Arch, and on the exhale, we're going to round. Draw the navel in, look down towards your belly button, shoulders spread. Inhale. Do a few more, your own breath. So yoga is about connecting that movement to the breath. So every movement, you're either inhaling or you're exhaling, making that connection. If you know that Ujjayi breath, or you want to start that Ujjayi breath, it's in through the nose, out through the nose, trying to constrict the back of your throat as you breathe out, like you're trying to fog a mirror, but keeping your mouth closed. You'll feel that vibration in the back of the throat. One more time. Inhale, lift up and arch, and exhale, round. And come into that neutral spine. Let's take that left leg, and we're going to step it back. We're going to take that leg and extend it right up in the air. And we're going to take that opposite arm and extend that out. And we're going to hold here. Try not to dump in that lower back, so pull that belly button in. Reach those fingertips and leg in opposite directions. and exhale, replace that hand, replace that knee. Same thing on the other side. We're going to extend that right leg back and extend that left arm. Reach it, opposite directions. Reach those fingertips out. Flex that foot. Replace that left hand, replace that right knee. Press back into child's pose. Try and reach those fingertips a little bit further this time, out in front. Really stretch through that back. And come all the way up. Turn and face me. All right. So for the first one, we're going to take that right leg. You're going to take that foot in that left hand, and you're just going to kind of move that hip flexor around. Get it warmed up. Make little circles. Moving that hip flexor. And then we're going to try to bring that right hand around and bring that left hand around, just like you're carrying a baby, just kind of rocking back and forth. And try and pull that leg into the chest. And find stillness. Keeping that foot flexed so you're not tweaking the ankle. And replace that leg back down. Let's come with the other leg. So first you're going to just take that leg, try and move it around in the hip flexor, making those circles with the leg in the hip flexor joint. Then you're going to try and bring that foot, keep it flexed into that crease of that right elbow, and the knee into that left elbow if you can. You're trying to get to this point. You can still be moving around. You could be rocking a little bit. Try and loosen up that hip flexor, lift that chest, and pull that leg in. Nice deep breath here. All right, we're going to bring that leg down. We're going to place our feet together. So heels and feet are together, and then you're going to open those feet just like you're reading a book, opening a book. Try and press those knees to the floor, lift the chest on the inhale, and exhale, draw the elbows back and fold over those legs. Nice deep breath. On every exhale, you're trying to get just a little bit further over those legs. Nice. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale, further over. One more deep exhale. And inhale, come on back up. All right, take those legs back around. And we're going to press back into a down dog. So you're going to turn those heels under, and you're going to lift that tailbone up and back. What a lot of people do is try and do this and holding that plank. I want you to really press that tailbone back, press through those shoulders, and try and bring those heels down as close as you can to the floor. And just hold right here. Spread the fingertips wide. Press through all 10 pads of each finger. And press through those heels. On the inhale, we're going to walk those hands back to the feet and just hang here, fold over. So your first standing fold, you can soften those knees as much as you want. So you can bend those knees, try and get the chest onto those legs. You don't have to have the legs straight here. You can even grab opposite arms, wrap opposite hands around those elbows, and just let your head hang here. Very important. So you're trying not to lift the head. Use your head as a weight. Let it just bring your body forward down just a little bit more. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. And one more deep exhale. On the inhale, you're going to soften those knees and stand all the way up to standing, reaching those fingertips high as you can. And exhale, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, reach those arms up again as high as you can to the ceiling. And exhale, you're going to swan dive the arms out to the side forward and come into that forward fold again. Slowly walk those hands back out and press back through the heels into that down dog. Nice, a few breaths here. And on the next inhale, walk those hands back to the feet and just fold over here in that standing fold again. Soften those knees, bring those hands to the elbows and let that head just hang here. On the next inhale, inhale the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reach high to the ceiling, as high as you can. Lengthen through that body. And exhale, fold, hands come to heart center in that prayer position. Inhale, reach those arms up, all the way up again, and swan dive forward. Walk your hands back out, and we're going to come into that down dog last time. So from this down dog, I want you to just shift the weight forward so that your shoulders are right above your wrists into that plank position. So you're in a nice strong plank here. You can always drop those knees down and hold the plank here for a few breaths. Curl the toes under, press right back into that down dog. Press through those heels. On the next inhale, shift forward, drop the knees down, hold. One deep inhale, and exhale, roll over those toes, press those heels back into down dog. One more time. On the inhale, shift forward into that plank, drop the knees down. All right, from here, I want you to bring those elbows right next to the rib cage and lower yourself all the way to the ground. So you're on the floor now, hands are right next to the shoulders. On the inhale, you're going to anchor those feet in, and you're going to inhale, draw the elbows back, draw the shoulder blades back, and just lift the chest into that baby cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, do it again. Lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, back down. One more time. On the inhale, lift up. And exhale, back down. Nice. I just want you to press yourself back into that child's pose. Knees apart, toes together. Take a deep breath in that child's pose. And exhale, release. Inhale, find your tabletop again. And exhale, press back through the heels into that down dog. On the inhale, come forward into that tall plank. Drop the knees down. We're going to take that right foot, and you're going to help your right foot bring it around to the front into that lunge. So your back leg, you're not right on top of the knee, you're right above the knee with that back leg. All right, I want you to stay here. We're going to do that low crescent lunge. So inhale, arms come up and hold here. Reaching those arms towards the ceiling while dropping those elbows away from the ears. On the exhale, bring the hands into heart center. We're going to do a prayer twist. You're going to take that left elbow and you're going to reach it across the right leg and just twist here. Hands come back to the floor. Step that right knee back and press back into that down dog. Couple breaths here. Come forward, shift those hips forward into that plank and drop those knees down so you're in that low plank. So you're in the front of that, above that knee, not on the knee. So you're going to take that left foot and help it around until you get that left foot up by the hands, and that left ankle is directly below that left knee. So if that left foot's here and the knee's here, that's not a good position. Like this, you want that ankle directly below the knee, and you're above that right knee. You're going to hold here into that low crescent. On the inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, hands come to the heart center. Take that right elbow and you're going to hook that around that left knee and twist, look up to the ceiling. Try and use that force against that right elbow, against that left knee to just push you just a little bit further. And on your next exhale, hands come down to the floor. Bring that left knee back and press those toes back into that down dog. From this down dog, we're going to take that right foot and we're going to step it right up to the hands again. So that right foot is right between the hands. You're going to turn open the left foot so that that left foot is at a horizontal to the right foot. And we're going to come up, ground through those feet into warrior two. I'm going to turn and face you. So the right knee is bent, left foot is horizontal, warrior two. I want you to straighten the right leg, and you're going to shift the hips back and bring that right hand right to the instep of that right leg and look up through those left fingertips for that triangle pose. Inhale, bend the right knee again, back into warrior two. Take the hands, frame that right foot as you pivot that left foot in, and drop that back knee, step back with the right foot, and shift back into that child's pose. Hold here. Come back up, press those toes, curl those toes under, press those heels down into that down dog. We're going to step the right foot all the way forward. I don't care how you get it there. You can use that arm, help that left foot forward. And I want you to pivot the right foot out to the side this time and come up into that warrior two. Ground through those feet. I'm going to turn and face you. Ground through those feet. Nice. So that front heel is going right through the middle of that back foot. Arms are stretching, reaching towards opposite sides of the room. You're looking over those left fingertips. I want you to straighten that left knee. Shift the hips to the back, reach through those left fingertips, and come into that triangle pose. Right arm reaches to the ceiling, lifting through the core. Look up through those right fingertips. If that bothers your neck, you can look forward. And on the inhale, lift back up into warrior two. Hands come down to the floor. Step back with that right foot and come into a plank. We're going to drop those knees. I want you to center the left hand, and I want you to come onto the left knee. Right leg extended for that side plank. Reach through those right fingertips, lift that left hip off the floor. Look up through those right fingertips, reach, try and lengthen that arm, try and lengthen those sides, working those obliques. And exhale, the hand comes down to the floor. We're going to come to the other side, so I'm just going to flip around so you can see me. So we're going to come onto that right knee on the outside of that right leg. Center that right arm directly below the right shoulder and extend that left arm up. Lift that right hip up. Reach through those left fingertips. reaching high. Bring that hand back down to the floor and sit back into that child's pose. Reaching those fingertips out, placing that forehead on the floor. Reach those fingertips to maybe just a little bit longer. Bring that back up, hand pressure through those hands, curl those toes under, and come into that down dog. Inhale, walk those hands back to those toes, and slowly roll yourself up for the balance pose. You don't really need to see the top for this. So hands come into that heart center. We're going to come into a tree pose. So we're going to take that right leg out to the side. That right foot can be on the calf muscle, calf, or on the inner thigh, wherever you're at. It doesn't matter. Or if balancing is really challenging for you, put the toes on the floor. That's fine. Help yourself out and slowly start to bring that foot up when you can. Shoulders down and back, and let's hold here. Nice deep breath in. If you're feeling very confident and comfortable here and like to grow your tree, extend those arms up to the ceiling. And for a little bit more balance challenge, you're going to look up towards that ceiling. Hold it here. Nice deep breath. Use that breath. Shoulders down and away from those ears. You have just a couple more breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, and release that foot. Shake it out. So we're going to come into the other side. So you're going to place that balance on that right leg. Open up that left hip. Option for your legs, your choice. You pick where you feel comfortable with your legs. Hands into heart center, shoulders down and back. Hold it right here. If you'd like to grow your tree, arms go up to the ceiling. Find that center of balance. Pull that navel into the spine. Use that core. Few more breaths here. Deep inhale. On the exhale, bring those hands back into heart center and shake out that leg. All right, let's step those legs wide. Toes are turned slightly in, heels are out. Inhale, arms come out to the side. Exhale, hands come to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, open up the chest, and exhale, we're going to fold right over those legs. Hands can come down to the floor. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Straighten them when you can. And see how I'm looking kind of out? On the inhale, lift the heart. On the exhale, I want you to drop your head to the floor. Again, using that head as a weight to try and get you just a little closer to the floor. Nice deep breath out here. Can bring back that Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. In through the nose, out through the nose. On the inhale, hands come back to the hips. Inhale, lead with the heart. Use the abs, use that core to lift yourself up. And exhale, step to the front of the mat, hands heart center. Inhale, deep breath in all the way up. Exhale, swan dive over. Hands come to the feet, into that forward fold. Inhale, I want you to lift the heart. Hands come to the shins and lift the heart, extend. Exhale, fold down. Walk your feet back into a plank position. Drop the knees and lower yourself down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, back bend, elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale, push back into a down dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl the toes under. Come back into a down dog. Sorry, that was a child's pose. Now down dog. Inhale, look up, and I want you to place the knees to the floor and come into a seated position. Nice. All right, I want you to extend that right leg all the way out in front of you. Take that left leg and cross it right over. Good. Extend left hand, you're going to place behind the back and extend that right arm up to the ceiling and take that right elbow right across the left leg. So I want you to lead with your eyes here and turn and look behind you. Leading with those eyes, twisting just a little bit further as you go. Pressing against that left leg with that right elbow. Eyes come back in front and release that leg. Same thing on that other side. So let's take that right leg right over the left leg. Right hand is there for your post. Inhale the left arm up and exhale, left elbow right across. Lead with the eyes here. Eyes go first, all the way back behind you. Eyes come back around and release that leg. Shake it out. All right, legs are out in front, feet are flexed. Inhale, arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold over the legs. On the first inhale, lift the chest, lengthen, and on the exhale, fold. Trying to reach for those toes. If you need to, bend those knees so you can get around those feet, and then just start to straighten those knees as you can. Go wherever you're at right here and just reach that forehead, reach the crown of the head right to the feet. Your knees can be bent as much as you need to. One more deep exhale, exhale, get just a few more inches. And inhale, come back up. Slowly lower yourself down onto your mat. Take your time, one vertebrae at a time. Take your time all the way down to the floor. Extend, full extend on your mat. So we're going to bring that right knee into the chest. Just like we did in the beginning, kind of loosen up in that hip. You can move that knee around, make some circles with that knee. And then we're going to take that left leg, bring that up for that figure four stretch. So that right ankle is right on that left knee, and you're going to come through your legs, reach around that left leg, and grab with both hands and pull that leg, your chest towards your right ankle, or your right ankle towards your chest, I should say, because I want your upper body resting on the floor. Your head and neck and shoulders are on the floor. Nice deep breath here. Every exhale, try and pull that leg just a little closer. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Use your breath, use that exhale. And release that leg. Release that right leg down, shake it out. So bend that left knee comes into the chest. Kind of move that left hip around in that hip socket, little circles here if you can. Just move it around, loosen it up a little bit. Bend your right leg, cross your left leg right over, flexing that left foot. Take that left arm, slice it right through, and right hand comes around to clasp underneath your right leg. And use that breath, draw that right leg in just a little bit closer each time. Nice deep breath here. One more deep breath in, exhale, pull a little bit closer, and release. Nice. Bring those heels into your butt as close as you can so your fingertips can almost brush those heels. On the inhale, we're going to lift the lower body up into that bridge and hold it right here. Lifting, pressing through those heels, lifting those hips as high as we can. On the exhale, I want you to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower that down to the floor. We're going to do it one more time. So on the inhale, press through those heels, lift up as high as you can. Lift that tailbone just a little bit higher. Very, very slowly start to uncurl all the way down to the floor. Extend that left leg, bring that right knee into the chest. Take that right leg right across the body and extend that right arm looking over that right shoulder for that spinal twist. Try and keep that right shoulder on the floor. You can help that right knee with that left arm. And we're going to bring that right knee back in. Release that right leg down. Left knee comes into the chest. Take that left leg right across the body and extend that left arm out to the side, looking over that left shoulder. Bring that left knee in and release that left leg. Going to come into our final pose, Shavasana, our corpse pose. So you're going to let your feet fall out to the side, toes come out, palms face up, resting every part of your body, just letting your lower back, letting your upper back, everything just sink into the mat, shoulders, letting your tongue just fall back in your mouth, letting it recede from the top of the mouth, resting your forehead. Take this time to yourself, just relax. You can stay here as long as you want, but if you're ready, start to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Bring your knees, draw one knee in at a time to the chest, and roll over onto your right side, resting your head on your right arm. Continue to roll over, keeping your eyes closed till you're resting in child's pose.